Om everybody and welcome. We are Divine Bliss International. We are a non-profit organization with the focus to open the light in this world and to assist people to open the light within themselves. We operate through the graces of our Guruji, Sarva Lokama, Her Holiness Shri 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 1008 Guruji Punamji, and both our Param Gurus, His Holiness Shri 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 1008 Baba Sevananda Ji Maharaj, and His Holiness Shri 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 1008 Baba Neem Karoli Ji Maharaj. Diwali is upon us, or Deepavali. Many people know that this is the festival of light, that this is the celebration of the victory of light over darkness. So we will not ask these basic questions to our Guruji, but we have a few exceptional questions for our Guruji, which is mainly Guruji. How do we benefit from the festival of light, from Diwali? As in, should we do something special to benefit? Or do we benefit automatically when this happens? How can we increase our benefit? That is what we would like to know. How can we become better people during this time of the year? Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Diwali is a very big opening in the cosmic where loads of energies of light are worshipped in various ways. When I say worshipped, it's like thanksgiving. We take the opportunity and the time to say thank you to various energies from whom we have been receiving through the whole year. The biggest energy that is worshipped and prayed to is Divine Mother Lakshmi. And it says Diwali is a day when she brings abundance, she brings in lots of money. She's prayed to as a Divine Mother of money, whereas she is the Divine Mother of abundance, about teaching us how we can live our physical lives to the best. She's not literally responsible just for money, for producing money in our lives. She shows us how we can be abundantly sufficient, which will include money. As money is the main principle of buying things, then obviously of food, of clothes, of health, of welfare, of procuring anything else that we need for our necessities to be comfortable. She is the Divine Mother that provides us with these things. Hence, she's a mother of abundance. As in today's world, we look at abundance because the exchange in turn for getting the abundance is money, so we made her the Divine Mother of money. Along with her, Ganesha is always worshipped. So, Ganesha is a representation of our higher self, our soul self, our divine self, our God self, whatever you may want to understand about him. As a God that we consider him to be, as an individual, you can say image, he represents our higher self. So all the things they say about Ganesha, that he has a long trunk, means do not talk too much. Understand first. He has big ears. Listen well. He has very sharp eyes. So see the prospect clearly. And likewise, the qualities that are shown and depicted in his picture, because we'll talk about Ganesha another time. This is about the effort of being in the prayer system. So, Divine Mother Lakshmi and Ganesha are worshipped on the Diwali day or the Deepavali day, and it is to bring the abundance of money into our lives. Now, technically, it is a day when we are in gratitude for our higher self to understand how the physical self should lead the next year. We look upon Divine Mother as the mother to teach us how we can use our abundance, our energies to live through the next year in peace and comfort. Each Divine Mother teaches us something different. Divine Mother Lakshmi is the consort of Vishnu. So, Brahma is the creator. His consort, Saraswati, gives us the knowledge of how we were generated. Vishnu, the administrator, his consort is Lakshmi, who teaches us how we can lead our life in abundance. Shiva, his consort is Parvati. She teaches us how to let go of unnecessary things in our life, how to destroy the evil, how to overcome the emotions that are restricting our lives, that are taking away the abundance from our lives. So each one has a specific role. The role of Divine Mother Lakshmi is to show us and guide us to our abundance. And she's doing that all the time. So on this day of Diwali, the day of lighting lamps to say thank you to the light energies, we pray to Divine Mother Lakshmi, we thank her for her blessings, and we give. So we give and we pray to Divine Mother Lakshmi in all the abundance. So now there is various prayer remedies written in the internet, is full of them now. Everybody comes to me with a separate question: which way shall I worship? How do I understand who is Divine Mother Lakshmi? Then if you connect to your heart, Divine Mother Lakshmi is the energy of your heart, how to make your heart totally satisfied, complete and happy. So, the one thing I'm going to tell you is create an altar for yourself. An altar just means a higher place, a table for the time being, where you can represent the energies of Divine Mother Lakshmi. You don't need a statue, you don't need anything. You just need the light. So you can burn a ghee lamp, an oil lamp, a candle, anything you prefer. The only thing necessary is make it a live flame, not just a bulb, make it a live flame, something that moves. Meaning an energy of a natural product of oil, wax, soya wax, bee wax, whatever is convenient for you. You burn that and consider that to be a representation of the light that exists within Divine Mother Lakshmi. Now, bowing to that, you offer it whatever you would like to. All right, you can put money there, you can put fruits, you can put dry fruits, you can put sweets, you can put chocolates, you can put whatever you like. Whatever you think is the abundance. People have known to be giving grains there as well. You can bring the grains that you cook, you can give breakfast cereal, you can give anything and everything. It's whatever your heart wants to give. So keep that energy clear. It's about giving. The same thing is done for Lord Ganesha, who sits besides Divine Mother Lakshmi, because the higher self has to be present in the prayers to know that you are giving. Lord Ganesha is there all the time with Lakshmi because he is Lakshmi's, let's say, scribe. He takes instructions from Divine Mother Lakshmi and has them executed. So who takes instructions? Our higher self. Who gets it executed? Our higher selves. So this journey is about the higher self. Hence, we must bow to our higher selves, open our gateways to our own higher self, so that we may know what we are doing. So, the first concept of Deepavali or Diwali is the concept of saying thank you to all the people who have been giving, all the energies that have been giving you their blessing and guidance to learn things through the year. Now is your time to pay your homage, to pay your thanks, and so you do so. Coming along with Divine Mother Lakshmi are many more energies. Okay? She is connected to various forms of energies. So there is a little story that during this time, a pot of nectar, the oceans were churned, and a pot of nectar came out from the core of the earth. Okay. And that nectar was brought out from the earth by an energy that got named Dhanvantari. But Dhanvantari has the precious nectar, an elixir for everything. But basically, whoever drinks this elixir becomes healthy, because physical health, firstly, is necessary, mental health is necessary, energetic health is necessary, astral health is necessary, cosmic health is necessary. So, what does Dhanvantari do? He is not just the doctor. He takes care of the physical body at all levels. So he gives us a lot through the years, teaching us how to use all our energies combined as one. So we pray to Lord Dhanvantari during this time. We begin actually by praying to Lord Dhanvantari and then come to Diwali. So 4 days before Diwali there is celebrations, and 3-4 days after Diwali the celebrations continue. But I'll tell you the formation later on. Let's just first understand the energies. I'm not looking at any of the energies in a religious format. All the energies that I'm talking to you about are as energies, positive light frequencies that can assist us in life to achieve the maximum. Another energy that is thanked or given honoring to is the energy of Lord Kubera. Lord Kubera is known as the treasurer, who takes into account technically what the books write is money. He's the accountant for Divine Mother Lakshmi, who keeps the accounts to give money, to take money from people, and that's how he's referred to. But in reality, Lord Kubera takes into account our karmas, how much we have gained and how much we have lost. So we pay homage to him in whichever manner we look at. He balances our funds. In the energetic, we have only one fund. It is called karma. So Lord Kubera is in charge of that and looks after that for us. So we do the same thing. We pray to him, we honor him, we offer him things, and we say thank you to him for assisting us to understand our rights and wrongs, and how do we preserve our positive credits. How, as an accountant, we always stay in the plus and not in the minus. We start going in the minus, we're in trouble. Not with anybody else, but with ourselves. The minute we start going into minus, we will start getting diseases, we will start, let's say, opening up portals of fear for ourselves, anger, emotional blockages, everything bad. Work will get stuffed, life will get stuffed, and all this will start happening because we have not maintained our books of balance, called karmic books. Who assists us with it? Lord Kubera. So we honor and we pray to Lord Kubera. Kubera shows us what is our karmic levels and assists us to become more positive, more giving. Hence, when we chant the mantra, the Sanskrit mantra of Kubera, it's not the wealth we are asking for that is money. Money is understood by our physical forms. How does our energy understand wealth? Then our true wealth is the positive karmas that we have done in this life. And they will be accounted for upon the termination of this life. This physical body, when it is terminated, then we are looking at the positive or the negative karmas for it. So that is the energy flow that we work with Lord Kubera. I mean to say, there are 33 million energies, 3,300 million energies that work with us. How many of them work with us personally? That is a different journey altogether, but there are plenty that work with us. These are the main ones that work virtually with everyone. There is more. There's another worship that we do. It is called Govardhan Puja, which is done after Diwali. In this, we thank the cow realm. Okay, we thank Lord Krishna, who picked up a mountain on his little finger to protect the village of cowherds, where he spent his childhood during his incarnation as Krishna. And why do we worship the cow realm? Is because the cow realm assists us and keeps this world in balance. It's a whole realm. People in India pray to the cows. There is a reason. They know the truth and the reality about everything. Through the cows, we can understand all the pathways open to us as humans, because the cow is the most giving animal. There is hardly anybody in this world, that would not like milk, cheese, any form of cheese, any form of milk, let's put it. Milk in all its forms, as yogurt, as ice cream, as cheese, as whatever else that we make out of milk. So many things. Sweets, lots of sweets, chocolates. So in one form or the other, all human beings have consumed milk. All forms of milk nourish us. The most nourishing food that we get, apart from that which has been born from the earth, is milk. And the cow gives the milk to human beings willingly. The one reputable cow that has been worshipped through the centuries is called Kamdhenu. And when you hear the stories or the reality of Kamdhenu, she's capable of creating any abundance. Because in the cow's form live all the 33 million energies. They all are there in the cow. Hence, we worship and we say thank you to the cow as well during this time. The other god that is let's say, honored and said thank you to is also the god of death, called Yam or Yamraj. Now, these are the names given to the gods in the Hindu mythology. So, I'm sharing these names with you. Each religion must be having names for each of these gods in their own manner. There must be an angel of death, there must be whatever else people call them in respective groups. But I'm giving you their vibratory names. So, in the Sanskrit or in the Hindu religion, the language used is Sanskrit. Sanskrit phonetically is a vibratory language, which allows your words to vibrate in the right manner so that you can connect to the energy. So I'm not giving you these names of the people because I'm following Hindu religion. I follow world religion, and hence I'm telling you they are same. There will be similar people in each religion that will correspond to this energy. So, the god of death in the Hindu mythology is called Yam or Yamraj, means king of death. He's the angel of death, and once a year we say thank you to him as well. And in saying thank you to him, we light candles for him. Now, for him, we do not make a table in the room. We make our table outside the house. We put the candles in a manner that we pray to them when we are standing in the north, so looking south. So all the offerings to him, like I had mentioned before, for all these gods of light, we stand in the south and bow in the north. For the god of death, we stand in the north and we bow to the south. So this is the only god that is largely worshipped, is bowed to in the south direction. Whenever we light candles for our departed dear ones also, we light candles in the south. We stand in the north and we bow to the south to them, because the responsibility of sending the messages to them also belongs to the god of death. Hence, let me first finish what is the system. We light 13 candles for the god of death or the angel of death, or Yamraj. All these candles are facing, are lit in the south of the house if possible, or if we are in the balcony, we just stand with our back to the north facing the south. Hence, the candles are being offered in towards the south to Lord Yamraj. Any flowers, any fruits, or any offerings given at this table are offered to the insects. We share with the insects and the animals. So, till now, all the other gods of light, whatever we offered on the tables, we could share with our friends, with our family, with all our dear ones. If we offer cheese at the table, we can eat it, we can give it to our pets, we can consume it, let's put it this way, for ourselves. What we give to the god of death is given. There's no taking back. There's no that I can take it and eat what I've given here. No. Whatever you have offered there, you give away, like I said, to the creatures of the earth. So it can be given away to the ants, to the, let's say we gave peanuts, we can give them away to the squirrels. We put carrots, we can give them away to the rabbits. So the food that is put here has to be given away. Now for those that light lamps and the earthen lamps and know about it, then for all the other gods we can light lights with ghee, with sesame seed oil, with other oils, whoever knows how to do the oil lamps, and they can be done in the brass lamps, in the copper lamps, in the mud lamps, or we can offer candles, like I said. Out here, either candles are offered, or we do not use metal things. You can use glass things to light these lamps for Yamaraj, and your boat-shaped lamps should be facing south, or we make them out of dough. So there are plenty of cultures that know how to make dough. So we make dough and we shape it in the form of a little lamp. We put sesame seed oil in it and we face it. We make a point and we face it to the south. And we light these lamps. After they are done, we can either dig a hole in the earth and bury them for the creatures of the earth, because they are all biodegradable, if they're made out of dough. If they're made out of glass, then they should be put out and sent away. If they're made out of other things that are also biodegradable, or earth, made out of the earth, clay, we can either put them in the earth back, or we can put them in a river or in the sea, because they just need to be made into earth again. And like I said, all the fruits and stuff, the flowers, the fruits that are offered here, go to the earth as well. Because when we die, we will go to the earth as well. Whether we are buried or we are burned, we're going to go to the earth. So, the Lord of Death, we say thank you to. Now, why do we say thank you to the Lord of Death? It is we are creating our positive karma with him. How do we benefit? We're creating our positive karma with the Lord of Death. So when we actually die, the fear of death would not be strong. One fear that is strongest with us is the fear of death. And this starts disappearing when we start honoring the God of death. Because then we know that the God of death we have collected, let us say, in the bank account with the Lord of Death, we have collected some positive frequencies. We have bowed to him and we have thanked him for his help in showing us the pathway of how to appreciate this physical life that we have. It is the appreciation of our physical form, our physical bodies, that are vehicles of our soul. Once the journey is done, the soul, the God of Death, assists to cross back into the realm of rebirth or heaven, whichever one we are getting, or hell. The body is returned to the earth. Okay? There are people who will put the body in the water, there are people who will burn the body, there are people who will bury the body, there are people who will feed the body to the birds. Whichever manner it goes back to the earth. Hence, whatever we offer him goes to the earth. This is the frequency, and we give him our honorings, we give him our thanks, and we stay positive with him. So that when he comes to fetch our souls, We're not afraid of him. We're grateful that he's there. Because one day all of us have to go. The body has to go back to the dust of the earth, and the soul has to cross over and go back to whatever residence has been chosen for it, which will be decided by our karmic chart. So, most probably, Lord Kubera will be giving him the chart of our karma. Or let's say Lord Peter, who's else? Archangel Michael, whoever is standing with the details of where we should be transported. So we will be transported by the God of Death into the rightful space where we need to account for our goods and bad deeds of our life and be assigned our next step. So if we understand that, it's so important to honor the God of Death. And now let me put everything together in one pot. So, though there are different days that we would allocate all this to, you can do all this together on one day, the day of Diwali. You can honor each of these energies and say thank you to them at the one same time. They're all there. Separate days are granted to them for people who would really want to get into them. So let us say you're a doctor, then you should do the prayers to Dhanvantari. Let us say you are an artist or an engineer or anybody, you should say thank you to Vishwakarma. When you are somebody else, then ensure that you are saying thank you to these energies specifically. Or you can say them all together on the Diwali day. So everything is actually in the same pot. We here at Divine Bliss, we decided to assist everybody who would like to say thank you to all these energies. So we have organized to light 1,008 candles in honor of all these energies on the night of Diwali. Prior to that, we will club each day together. We will show you the ceremonies and bring it to a conclusion on the Diwali day. We have made a GoFundMe page, as Peter tells me, to assist the people who would like to be in this energy to flow with this flow. How we will benefit by it? Well, you will be saying thank you to all these gods, as we're not looking upon it as religion, we're looking upon it as gratitude for receiving. So in that gratitude for receiving, we will honor and we will respect all these energies. We will put everybody's names in a bundle to say thank you to all these energies on behalf of everybody who's participating. We will take whatever money you're giving and put it towards making a center, a beautiful space, a hall where we will invite all these energies to be there together one day when we have enough funds to build this. And we will invite everybody around the world to come to this place one day and experience the energies for themselves. So our aim is to build a place, as the questions, the curiosities of people are, how do they get to know these energies? So I saw a vision to build a place where by being in that place, people could be introduced to all these respective energies and feel them. So that is our vision, to make these energies known to the people again, not as religion, but as love frequencies and light frequencies coming down from the cosmic to assist and help us. What will be our benefit? Any knowledge that is positive, that we can use for uplifting ourselves to be graduated into a better, a new life, to be able to dispel the blocks in our current life, to be able to assist ourselves to lift our frequencies to the right levels where we believe we are living in positivity, and to be there for those people who would want to be one with the positive light frequencies, which would be, of course, the complete self-realization. So everybody will have something to learn. The most, you can say, committed of all the people would be the ones who want to be self-realized. So I'm not making a self-realization center, I'm not making a temple, I'm not making an old people home or a school for people. I'm trying to make a place where everybody will find what they are looking for themselves. Hence, in order to build this place, we need funds. And we're not collecting the funds by taking charity, we're collecting the funds by showing you the truth. Till now, we light candles for people, and when we light the candles, which is on every full moon day, people can feel the frequencies, can feel the shift, can feel the change. There are lots who have left their, you can say, what would it be called? Their realizations or their understandings on our web page. When they realize the differences in their life, they've been sending us photographs, they've been sending up their write-ups as to what are the differences they're feeling. And they're continuing to feel. Some people have been lighting candles with us for almost a year as soldiers of light. In other words, people who are ready to uphold the goodness in this world. But the goodness has to begin with self first. So who will be the first beneficiary? You. Who will be the second beneficiary? The entire world, because having one person as a positive light frequency increases the light in this dimension and reduces the darkness. How will each of you benefit? By coming out of the depressions, the darknesses, the blockages, the emotional locks that we have put ourselves in. So this is what I'm here to give to the world. Not a religion, but logic. Logic in understanding these energies, these frequencies. Logic in becoming one with the positivities of the world. So that would be your benefit by praying at this time, or you can say by connecting to your higher self, by connecting to the Ganesha within yourself. You would become benefited by knowing yourself, by coming into the wonderful light that is glowing within you, by realizing that your light can be empowered and uplifted by doing these things, by connecting to the energies of health, wealth, and happiness. Everything leads to one conclusion. Open the light within yourself so that you may see the world from a better and a more beautiful prospect. Opening the light within yourself will make the world a brighter place. And that would be the truth of living your life as a human individual who has the intellect and the logic to understand what you're looking for in life. And in that process, dispelling all the darkness that you're holding within yourself. I would like to give everybody who is ready an experience to feel these energies, to interact with these energies, to actually become aware of the cosmic force that exists around us. Dispel the myth, how we are born, where we are going to go after death. What is life all about? Why did I come to earth? Why am I a human being? All these questions will be answered by understanding self. So what is your most positive gain during this powerful time of Diwali? Understand yourself. Come to the truth within yourself. Uplift yourself. Become a positive force in this earth dimension. And with that, I bid you all a good day. Om.